Today we're with John Miller. John's a Delaware County Farm Bureau member, and this is our garden, so I'm kind of excited to share our garden and what we're doing here. So as you can see, we have a fairly big garden. This is one of the plots we have. We have a couple other plots closer to the house. And so we're big believers in cover crops. So John, talk a little bit about what you've done here in the garden.
So what we did last fall is we planted a cover crop of rye, and that's the tall grass that you see in between the rows that I've already tilled. So a lot of times, what we're trying to do with these cover crops is we have a very heavy soil here. So cover crops, planted in the fall, will keep something growing in the garden almost the whole year. And first thing in the spring, it comes up, it'll cover the soil, the root penetration from the crop will basically help build soil structure, and then it'll also suppress weeds. So what I tend to do is I'll till the rows where I'm going to plant things, and then I'll leave that cover kind of continue to grow until the beans or the peppers or whatever is kind of coming up. Then I'll just take a hoe or take the tiller and do a very light pass in between the rows once those crops are established. That way we keep a little bit better cover in between the rows to suppress the weeds and to kind of keep moisture in the garden.
So John, it seems like you don't really knock those down. You go ahead and plant the rows, but leave some of that crop between the vegetables. Why is that?
Yeah, what I'll do is after the beans or whatever comes up, I'll come in with my hoe and then just knock these down. So basically then I'll have a little organic matter in between the rows, and that way I don't have to till up the entire garden